I find it incredible how things just tend to balance themselves out, and how whenever you have an experience that may be less than desirable, generally something good is right around the corner, and life has a tendency to work out those details and keep you at a general average of wherever you want to be. If you want to be sad all the time, you'll have the good parts will feel good and the bad parts will feel bad, and you'll most of the time feel sad. If you want to be positive and you want to be happy, there may be some negative stuff, but the positive things and the happy things will be able to pull you out of it, and they usually come in tandem. And what that reminds me of a lot is this workout in comparison to Sunday's workout. I was really dragging on Sunday. I was struggling like crazy. My deadlift weights felt ridiculously hard, like someone had just flipped a switch and doubled the gravity. And I made it through. It was definitely a grind, but I did what I needed to on that day. And then I spent the rest of that day and then the following day pretty much feeling just awful. I felt my whole body was achy, and I did everything I could to just get over it, to prep for this next session. And that's kind of how I look at things. Once a session's done, it's done. I don't dwell on it. I just prepare and move forward for the next one. And in certain cases, like that last workout, um, I just was ready to move on and put in some good work. I put in some time on my PVC roller. I put in some work making sure that I got myself hydrated every day, and uh, it just ended up being a better time coming back to this after taking the appropriate rest in between and focusing on that recovery. And I have to admit, I don't believe I've been this excited moving forward in a very long time. This particular training session, I just had a lot going through my head. I had a lot of ideas about meet prep. I've still been kind of going back and forth on how I was going to structure everything, and this session kind of gave me some ideas, and it all just clicked, and I think I have a pretty solid plan moving forward. Um, this last week I've been putting a lot of effort into setting things up. I mentioned it before. December 10th is when I am planning on starting the online services, the coaching, the technique reviews, the program writing, the personal consultations. All that stuff is gonna go live on the 10th, and I will have the prices for all that worked out in the next couple of days. I am still making sure that I can be as fair as possible and doing my research. I don't want to rush into this. I don't want to put something out there that I'm not proud of or that I can't stand behind. And so I just want to make sure I'm taking all the appropriate steps to get ready. But it was nice to walk away from that just for a little bit and have all that future planning for the life aspect, and be able to just put some planning into my own training and my own lifting and be excited again, and be in a state where I'm looking forward, really just looking forward to getting to work and prepping for this meet in February. I'm so stoked. It's awesome to have a set point to work towards and kind of reverse engineer the plan of what I want to bring to the platform on that day. And I have some pretty high expectations for myself, and I'm going to do everything that I can to meet those. And you guys are going to get to be along for the ride. So worked up with triples today, up to, I think I told myself I wanted to hit that 535 was kind of my plan, and it went really well. I thought about going up to something like 550 or 555, and I decided that it gives me a really good place to work from, to start here with the 535 and make sure it was legit and my depth wasn't cut on any of the reps, and perform them the way I wanted to perform them. And it kind of, this functioned as my first day of the new programming that I'm planning for myself. And it's simple, but it would be difficult to explain. It's complex in its simplicity, as ironically phrased as that is. But I'm using some basic principles, but I'm combining a lot of different things that have worked well for me in the past and trying some new stuff. And so I'm really curious and anxious to see how it all goes, but I am just totally excited to see it come together to fruition. So after the 535 triple, I dropped down to 475 and did 3 sets of 4. And these numbers aren't arbitrary. I'm picking them pretty selectively. I'm basing the back offsets that I do off of a percentage of the perceived max that I set with my first set that I do, and it's kind of the same idea with the benching you're going to see. I had it in my mind that I was going to do sets of 5 on the way up, and just things didn't feel like they were moving very well, so instead I decided to go for a 4 rep here at 325, and I still am not incredibly happy with my lockout on each of the presses. I feel like some of my rep work tends to be soft lockouts on the bench, and also I don't like the little bit of lack of control that I have at the bottom of my pressing. But the 325 for 4 was the altered goal for the day based off of that. And then I moved to some close grip work here at 260 for 3 sets of 7, and those went just the way I thought they would. And yeah, I'm just really, really stoked about moving forward with everything. I could go into detail if people are really interested about the program that I am kind of setting up for myself. I will say it's going to take a video all by itself, and I need to get a whiteboard or something, because in my mind it makes perfect sense, but to explain it may take a little bit of time. There's kind of internal workout calculations that go on, and I have goals set, but it definitely uses ideas from a lot of different things, and I am definitely going to be taking a lot of input from my experience with the RPE scales and the RTS template type ideas, throwing that together with a lot of Russian stuff, because I just love Smolov and I love Shaco, and I just have had such great experiences kind of building myself up with those programs. And then the same thing with, you know, doing rep out work and different back off type sets and different intensity builders, and looking at different types of periodization and kind of combining it all in my crazy mind to come up with something that I'm just really excited to try out. So that's going to be the video this time. Thank you all for watching. Like I always say, and I always mean it from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know. It is absolutely incredible to just be in this experience and have such a large base of people who are interested in joining me along with it. And I've been just having such an outgrowing or an outcry of support from so many people, and it's great. So thank you all for that, and I will definitely talk to you soon. Check out all the links in the description below for all the good stuff you want to check out there. Subscribe if you haven't for more some really exciting stuff coming in the future. Comment down below, like the video if you did enjoy it, share with your friends, and I will talk to you soon. Good night.